Clancy, and today I'm going to be doing another Clancy's Confessions, where basically I tell a story that makes you think less of me as a human being. But seriously. So yeah, as always, don't judge whatever I'm about to say, because you know what, we all do weird things, and yeah, this is me reflecting back on my weird things, and this is actually like one of my favorite stories ever. Like, I love this, like, the fact that this happened. So, yes. And if you've been following me for a couple years, I think I briefly mentioned it in one of my vlogs, so you might be familiar with the story, but I'm going to be going in depth, and bam, it's going down. So, for my 12th grade class trip, we went to Disney World, which was awesome. And basically, it was like this huge thing, and it was amazing. And the people I was going to be rooming with were my three really good friends, Victoria, Jenna, and Tina. You guys should know Victoria and Jenna, but you guys don't know Tina, but I roomed with these three people. And it was the four of us, and it was 4 people to every single bedroom in Disney World, like at this little resort we were staying at. And on the second night, it was either the first or the second night, we only stayed for like 3 nights, or 2 nights. No, 3. No, 2. I don't know. Whatever. We got back to our bedroom, and what would happen is at the, after, like, this lights out, whatever, like, the curfew was, I forget what time it was, maybe it was, like, 10 o'clock, 11, I don't know, actually, at all. They would tape us into our bedrooms. Like, they would put tape on the door, and if the tape was broken, if they found the tape was broken, you basically got in so much trouble. You'd get sent home from the trip, which is, like, a huge thing, and, because, yeah, they didn't want you leaving after curfew, and if you open the door to try to get out, obviously the tape will break. They have to literally, like, unseal you in order for you to get out in the morning. So, yeah, it was, like, a huge thing about, like, once everyone's taped in, including the teachers, like, everyone's taped in. Like, you're just taped in. So, yeah, like, we were just kind of, like, locked in our bedroom, and we're kind of, like, bored, I guess. I don't know. And the people staying in the bedroom next to us, you know, honestly, I'm not going to say any of their names. The fact that I'm even saying this might be kind of weird, but none of those people watch my YouTube videos. They don't even know I have a channel, so whatever. I'm not going to, like, literally name their names. But, they're not people we're friends with. They're just not. Like, I don't know how to even describe it. Not enemies at all. They're perfectly good people, but whatever. So, we decided, like, why not, like, mess with the people next to us? Like, I literally don't know why. So we started, you know, like, you have, like, the conjoined doors. So, like, if you both were to open your door, you would, like, meet in the middle and, like, be like, hey, what's up? So we decided to, like, open our door and start scratching on theirs. And we were making like animal noises. I don't know. And the thing is though, like, you'd think I'm, like, right now I'm about to be like, I don't know why I would do that. Like, 12th grade Clancy. Honestly, I'd do it again. I'm just being honest here, keeping it real. Yeah, we were, like, making, like, animal noises and stuff. And, like, they were like, who's there? Like, who? Like, oh my gosh. And they were, like, getting, like, freaked out. But it was like, come on. Like, definitely knew it was us, which was really weird. Like, why didn't we care? Whatever. So, so they're like, who's there? Like, oh my gosh. And we just, like, kept going. Like, honestly though, no. It was probably for like 10 minutes, okay? So, so then at one point our phone rang, like our hotel phone. None of us answered it because we were like, oh my gosh, like, what the heck is it? And we just let it kind of ring. We stopped, and then we kind of scratched on their doors again, and then we, like, stopped. Like, we were just, like, all hanging out, right? All hanging out, like, and our lights are on and everything, and all of a sudden, like, this was, like, way past curfew. This was, like, everyone has been, like, in bed and everything. We hear a banging on our door. Like, not just like a little knock, like a banging. Literally, when that happened, my and my friends' hearts sank. Obviously, it wasn't a student because we were all taped in. It was a faculty member. We all, like, I was, like, standing, like, by, like, the bathroom. We were, like, kind of, like, dancing and stuff. I've never sprinted to a bed so quickly. We all sprinted. Like, I was sharing a bed with Victoria. It was Tina and Jenna. Sprinted into our beds, put the covers on us, and then realized, like, oh crap, we had to answer the door, and Victoria just so happened to be closest to the door. So, oh, and we also, like, turned off the lights really quickly, which was so dumb because basically if you're standing outside of our hotel bedrooms, there's, like, this little window with this, like, curtain, so you can't see in, but you can tell if, like, the room is illuminated or not. So the people outside the door could obviously tell that the lights were on and that they were just randomly shut off. Like, so it was so obvious. Oh my gosh. And then, so, like, when we all were in bed, then all of a sudden we could, like, open up, girls! And, like, I was just like, oh my god, like, I thought I was going to, like, poop myself. Victoria gets out of bed and like, she's pretending to be all groggy, And like she opens the door and she was like, oh hi, and like she's like opening her eyes a little, and like in flies in 2 teachers, and like I like remember so clearly, everyone was like, what the heck. I like sat up and I was like I was like in my bed, I'm like, oh, and then all of a sudden I was just like, this is dumb, and I went like literally this is what happened. I'm like, oh, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, we weren't asleep. I was like, this is like, it's so obvious, like why even put on the act? So like I just went like, did a complete switch, made me look like an idiot, and we got screamed at, and they were like, what is the problem, blah blah blah, and they were so mad. Actually, one of them was really just like there, passive, the other one was doing the yelling, and we like made this whole thing, we were like, we just didn't know what to do because like the people in the bedroom next to us were being so loud, and we were trying to tell them to be quiet. They're like, well, we got a phone call from some very alarmed students, blah blah blah, saying like the room next door was like harassing them. Yes, that's the word. They thought we were harassing them, which I guess we were. We were just like, yeah, we're so sorry. We just like let them scream at us, and they ended up just being like, go to bed or whatever, and so like they left. But then once they left, oh, can I just say I peed my pants? Yeah, I'm just gonna put it out there. Yes. I think it was from laughing so hard. I don't think it was because I was scared. I just remember, like, it all happened so fast, and I specifically remember just being like, guys, I just peed my pants. Like, I literally just peed my pants. When I laugh really hard, I honestly can't control it. So, yeah, it was so hilarious that I ended up having to pee my pants, and it was not fun, but whatever. Once I, got a new pair of pants on, we were furious with the girls next door because, honestly, we are, like, 18-year-olds, or 17, whatever, I was 17 at the time. You don't need to call and tell on us, like honestly, and they knew we weren't harassing them, like they knew it was us, like you could have come to the door, literally opened it and been like, guys, shut up, but like, no, like they were being like babies, like 6-year-olds, so we were like, we're gonna call them, and like be like, what the heck. So first of all, we ended up dialing, the first, literally Victoria, I'm using a different name than the girl, she's like, hi, is this Amy? And then the person was like, no, and Victoria was like, I know this is Amy, or something like that, and we ended up calling a completely random hotel room, probably woke the poor woman up, I feel so bad, whatever, I don't even feel that bad, whatever. But, yeah, then we ended up getting the right room number, the right, telephone thing, and the girl, like, next door, it picked up, and we started like being like, why would you tell on us? Like, what is wrong? And she just was like, I don't know who, she was like, this isn't Amy, I don't know who you are. And she like hung up. And then we were so scared because we thought she was gonna call the faculty member again and bring her back. And I just remember I was so scared. I remember like giving this whole speech to them being like, you know what guys, people go to jail all the time, and you know what, they get away with it. Murderers get away with it. They get out of jail. We are innocent until proven guilty. We are fine. And like I remember it was like the dumbest speech ever. If you want to see like my Disney vlog, it's in it. I recorded it. So the next morning we were so mad. We were like, what the heck is wrong? Like, why would you tell the teacher? So I'm like a very confrontational person. I believe in confrontation all the way. And these people clearly didn't believe in confrontation. That makes me mad. So Tina and Jenna were like, didn't want to do it, but Victoria and I decided we were going to go up to them at breakfast the following morning. So we saw them all sitting together, and we like went up to them, and we were like, can we talk to you guys? And oh my gosh, Amy, this isn't her real name, I feel like a liar, but I'm just not going to use her real name. Amy like stood up and was like, I'll talk to you alone. And like we were like, okay. And then we were like, why? We just want to know why you would feel the need to call a faculty member. We're in 12th grade and we weren't even doing anything that bad, blah, blah, blah. And then she was like, started launching this whole thing. Like, it was so fake. She was like, I am so sorry. Looking back, like, it probably was really dumb and we were honestly stupid, but that's what this class's confession is. I'm confessing things that I did that were dumb. So yeah, that's how I literally thought for an instant we were gonna get kicked off the trip, which, like, my friends and I aren't, like, disobedient in any way. We, like, all the type of people with, like, good averages, you know what I mean? Like, we're not, like, that's why I was like, for us to get kicked off the trip would have been like, what? So yeah, basically, I hope you guys enjoyed this story. Let me know what you thought down below, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye. If you've been, and we were just like, yeah, we're so sorry. So yeah, so then, so the next